I think TS7 might be coming sooner than we thought. What's up everyone, my name is Matthew Abels, and if you don't know me, I am a huge Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift. She is my favorite musical artist period ever in history of time. She is amazing, so obviously I'm excited for her 7th album. Now, I don't work for Taylor or Taylor Nation, I'm not that lucky. I also don't work for her record label or anything of that sort. I'm purely speculating here, but based on recent information that I have gathered and observed and analyzed to death, I really think that we're going to be hearing some new music from Taylor very soon. You probably know that Taylor has released every album she has ever done in the fall. Reputation was released in November. By the way, I have like 10 of these. If you want one, just let me know in the comments or something. 1989 was released in October. She has a pattern of doing this with all of her different albums, but this time I think that may not be the same, and it's partly because, number one, Taylor is no longer with Big Machine Records. She is now on a new label called Republic. Republic Records has recently had an immense amount of success with an unconventional album release periods. What I mean by that is that people really don't want to wait for music anymore. Look at Ariana Grande. She just released this Thank You Next album, a great album. Just 6 months though after she released her other album, Sweetener. And the thing is, Thank You Next did really well. It actually did better than Sweetener did. And it was released so short of a time afterwards. It did better than Dangerous Woman, which followed the typical pop star release formula. Then you look at examples like Katy Perry. I love her. Witness, I thought personally was a really good album, but it didn't do so well, partly because she hadn't released in 4 years before Witness, and in 4 years, people naturally lose interest. Now, obviously, Taylor Swift is a little bit different. She's kind of like Adele in that people really care. However, she's with Republic Records now, and Republic Records really wants to strategize to have Taylor sell over 1 million pure albums in the first week, because that's always Taylor's goal. I think she can do it because she is Taylor Swift, but also they want to capitalize on the success that they just had with Ariana Grande. So they want Taylor to release sooner rather than later. So Taylor obviously isn't on social media as much as people like Ariana Grande, but when she is on social media and she posts something, it always counts. So if you take a look at her last Instagram photo right here, is a photo of, I'll put it on the screen here. It's a photo of some palm trees in probably Los Angeles. So this is not a normal photo for Taylor Swift. If you look at her Instagram photos, she doesn't edit them very much at all, which is totally fine. They're raw photographs, which is what a lot of people want to see. But the thing is, this photo is not a raw photograph by any means. If you notice, there are actually a lot of different stars all across this picture. And her caption for this picture was palm tree emojis, but there weren't just 1, 2, or 3, or 4 palm tree emojis, there were 7. This is Taylor Swift's 7th album. That is not a coincidence, and she knows that we know that's not a coincidence. But I actually think that we're overlooking the most important part of that picture. The stars are what we really need to be paying attention to. So I actually counted all of the stars, and there are 61 of them. I'm gonna do a little experiment, just listen. Hey Siri, when is 61 days from now?
It's April 26th, 2019 at 3:12 p.m.
That is my mom's birthday, April 26th. Taylor Swift is making an album for my mom. Now I'm kidding about that, but April 26th actually does have a lot of significance in pop culture this year, because that is the date that Avengers Endgame is being released. And obviously that's going to be the biggest movie of the year, if not like of all time. Like, it's going to be huge. And Taylor, as huge as she is, she would be crazy to release something on the same day as Avengers Endgame. So I don't know exactly if something's going to be happening on April 26th, but definitely in the month of April something is going to be happening. So April 13th is a special date in the fandom because on Taylor's official calendar for this year, there was actually a stamp put on this day. And the only thing that I have uncovered about this day is that it's National Scrabble Day. And that also doesn't seem like it relates to Taylor Swift. But you may remember last year when she was in Australia, Taylor posted a picture of her playing Scrabble with her mom, Mama Swift. I'm gonna be honest here, I really don't know what the Scrabble board says, what the significance of the letters B, I, O, I, E are. I really really don't know any of that. If you zoom in on the board, it's too blurry to really decipher anything because it was taken with portrait mode on Taylor's iPhone, but this actually relates back to what Taylor just posted with the palm trees, because April 13th is a Saturday, and the Sunday after that, so one day later, is Palm Sunday, okay? So you're following me. Scrabble Day is the 13th. Palm Sunday is the 14th, okay? Something is happening in April, so like, be ready. So if things with the album are happening as soon as April, that means she's probably almost done with the album, or even done with the album now, because she's been off in London filming the movie Cats, and she has a big role in the movie, so obviously that takes up a lot of time, and she doesn't have time to both record an album and do Cats at the same time. So whenever she finishes with Cats, which will probably be in the next month or so, she will devote her time to promoting the lead single of TS7, as well as filming music videos. She may have already done that, because like for Look What You Made Me Do, it was a huge undertaking for this incredible video, and she actually filmed it back in May of 2017. It wasn't released until the end of August, so there was quite a bit of time that went into editing the video and things such as that. Now, I don't think that this video is going to be quite the same as Look What You Made Me Do, because frankly, I don't think anything can ever top that, like from any artist ever. So it's probably not going to be quite as involved video-wise, but I'm sure that the song's going to be amazing. I can't wait for it, but I think that this album is really coming pretty soon. Another thing to consider is that theories are not always correct. There was a big one in TS6 before Reputation came out. Scott Borchetta was posting these sort of, not memes, but inspirational quotes on Twitter, and some of them had like clocks in them and had to do with time, and people were saying, oh, TS6 is going to be all about time, it's called Timeless. And there was also a theory going around that TS7 was called Eclipse, and I really believe that theory. There was also a huge theory with TS6 that involved stars. Taylor was seen wearing stars on her clothing and things like that, and people thought TS6 would have to do with stars, and it really did not have much to do with stars. So I don't know if the stars here are significant, but I tend to think that they are because they weren't placed on this picture by accident. But obviously, I don't know if any of these wild theories are correct, but what I do know is that Taylor is really in love with Joe right now, which is awesome for her. I'm so happy that I think she's finally found the one. And since she's in love, love means chocolate, and I am actually kind of hungry, so I am going to have some chocolate right now. But my point is that, man, I really love this chocolate. You know, one of my piano students, I teach piano, one of my piano students gave me this chocolate heart as a thank you for piano teaching. So good, I highly recommend it. It's better than like the Hershey's chocolate. By the way, Hershey's is in Pennsylvania and Taylor is from Pennsylvania, so maybe since she's in love and there's a lot of chocolate made in the place where she loves at home, she's going to, I don't know, that's not really a theory. What I do know though is there have been some rumors going around that Taylor is going to be doing 3 concerts this year at a stadium. I think it was Gillette Stadium, which is the first stadium she ever played. I don't know if I believe that because she just did like a ton of tour dates all at stadiums this past year. I went to 6 of them. I would know, but I really hope so. I'll be at all 3 if she does. Anyways, I have to finish this chocolate because it's actually really, really good. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you agree with these theories. I didn't really provide much solid evidence of anything. So I'm sorry if I ended up making this title of this video really kind of clickbaity, but you know what? I love Taylor Swift. I hope you do as well. Let's celebrate TS7 when it gets closer, and if there's any other further developments about TS7, I'll be sure to let you know on my social media. My Instagram is @MatthewAbles. Feel free to follow me. My Twitter is @MatthewAbles98. Feel free to follow me there as well. You can subscribe to my channel. If you do, it lets me know that you're watching my videos, and if you liked the video, that lets me know that you liked it. And if you didn't like the video, click dislike. I don't care. I mean, I hope you liked it. Anyways, goodbye.